All right, we are live and there is music playing. I need to turn that off. 1 second.
Hey.
There's been so much interest in the economic boom that's been happening in Jamaica, both on the investment side and also as a place to move to. Let me tell you about a conference that might help you with this stuff. Throp X is a 5-day Jamaica investment conference that takes place from November 13th to November 17th at the beautiful Travelers Beach Resort in Negril, Jamaica. This includes 2 full days of expert panel presentations on all aspects of moving to and investing in Jamaica. This includes the brightest minds in the Jamaican real estate market, certified financial advisors from the most prestigious financial groups in Jamaica, banking professionals from the most esteemed banking institutions in Jamaica, among others. If you are thinking about moving to Jamaica, this conference is the perfect opportunity to have direct access to not only individuals who have achieved your dream of moving to Jamaica, but you'll also be among like-minded conference goers who are also trying to move to Jamaica. In addition, there will be 1 full day dedicated to touring both residential and commercial real estate for sale in the greater Negril area to give you a tangible idea of the real estate landscape in Jamaica. There will be exclusive properties for sale on this tour that you will not find listed anywhere else. If you are even remotely considering moving to or investing in Jamaica, this is the conference for you. This is the best way to dip your toe in the water of figuring out whether Jamaica is the right place for you to invest and to live. For more information, please visit thropx.com and join our mailing list. I look forward to seeing you in November.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Today we are at the workstation. Had to switch it up. We got a busy schedule. This was just easier for me to set up. And then also I got a bunch of transfers going on, so I can do 2 things at once, chew bubblegum and walk at the same time, as they say. And we are starting an hour earlier because I got lots of moving around to do. So I guess I might as well update you all on what's happening and what's going on. So going to be traveling for the next couple of weeks. As a matter of fact, we got a YouTube conference that I'm going to flying out tomorrow, actually flying out of Kingston. So heading to Kingston right after this, and then YouTube conference for this week. This is this conference that I go to every year, Vid Summit. Amazing conference. I will be doing, I don't know about, maybe we'll do a live stream from there, but we're only going to do it on Patreon. So that's what we did last year. So we'll make some, this will be on Patreon and for channel members. If you guys want to see kind of behind the scenes, because this is a little bit of different content, I would say, than what we post on the channel. So it's more like behind the scenes stuff. And if you're like into YouTube and YouTubers, like the big guys, like Mr. Beast, Eric, some fitness influencers, and so a lot of tech guys and gals that I actually follow on YouTube. I'll be going to that conference tomorrow. So this is like the conference that I look forward to, like to go to every year. A lot of ideas actually that me and the team are implementing for Throp X last year and also this year really came from just all the conferences I've been going to around the world, but for sure from this conference. So I'm super excited to be going to that tomorrow. And Candice is actually coming with me. And she came last year and she's going to come again this year. So we're both looking forward to it. It should be tons and tons of fun. And then I don't know if you remember, I think maybe 2 months ago, or maybe must be around 2 months ago, maybe a little less than 2 months ago. Ayana Edwards, my brother's girlfriend, actually, she is the co-founder of Paradise and Vibe. And it is essentially a yoga retreat company, and they actually travel all around the world doing yoga retreats and having many, it's mostly women, Black women from the United States, but it's very inclusive, people from all over the world and also males as well. They go around the world to these different, I would say, somewhat exotic locations, and there's always something special about the area that they go to and location that they choose. And that's what brought me to South Africa late last year, early this year. And I went and shot for them documented the entire trip for them. So we're going to be doing that again this year. Next week, actually, we're going to be going to Mexico and going to be documenting their retreat. And we talked about it on the interview. That's why I'm bringing up Ayana. So that in that interview, it's a live stream. So if you want to check out Ayana and what she does and her company, Paradise and Vibe, you can go to the website Paradise and Vibe, or even follow them on Instagram. So we'll be this YouTube conference, and then right after the YouTube conference, we'll head over to document the Paradise and Vibe situation going on in Mexico. So a lot of fun stuff coming up. Still, everything is moving forward with Throp X, which is going well. Happy to report. I think I said this on maybe to somebody last night. I think we might have like a handful of rooms left here, travelers. So if you've already, I feel like 1 and 2 people have bought their tickets but haven't booked their room. If you want to stay travelers, that is, I would suggest you do that relatively soon, because we're not going to have anything left. But not to worry if you still want to come. We've partnered with several different hotels: Shirella Inn, Negril Treehouse, Coca La Palm. Shirella Inn. I feel like I'm missing one. If it'll come to me, and they're offering discounted rates, and they're very close to travelers as well. So we can. And so transportation won't be a problem. So don't feel like you're missing out on anything, or you're at some sort of disadvantage by not staying at Travelers. They're great hotels. They support the community in many, many ways. And these are the hotels that I chose to work with. And they're all small, locally owned hotels. And as you may or may not know, Negril is the small hotel mecca of definitely Jamaica, but possibly even the Caribbean. So it's kind of good to support, in my opinion, to support small hotels. And I'm going to show a quick commercial on Shirella. So this is one I tried to show on Thursday, but couldn't get the sound going. So hopefully this works, and then we'll hop into the agenda.
My name is Daniel Grizzle. I'm the managing director of Shirella Inn, which is a family-owned and managed small 59-bedroom hotel situated right in the center of the famous Negril Beach. And I would like very much to invite you all to come and experience what life is like here in Shirella Inn, to be part of our extended family. Several of the rooms are just open, overlooking the beautiful Caribbean Sea, and you have tall waving coconut trees to welcome you and keep you cool on the beach. And you have a warm and interesting staff here ready to keep you comfortable, to make you feel at home, and to enjoy that you stay happy and peaceful.
So yeah, that's one of our partner hotels, Shirella Inn, and happy to be working with them, and happy for them to kind of take us under their umbrella, so to speak, and be part of Throp X. Mr. Grizzle will also be a speaker at Throp X 2023, as a bunch of other people. We're supposed to get the newsletter out yesterday, but as you can imagine, things are a little organized chaos. Let's call it that. We're just trying to keep our heads above water with everything going on. But it should be good. It should be a good partnership. We're doing these kind of videos for every hotel that we're working with. So we were busy the last couple of days shooting at Coca La Palm. We were at Skylark and Rock House, as a matter of fact. And I feel like, where else did we go? We haven't got the Tree House yet, but we're gonna try to come back after the next couple of weeks of travel. We'll head over to Tree House. As usual, please let me know where you're chiming in from, what city, what state, what country. Always like to know, and I think it's a great way to connect people. And as I mentioned earlier, we had started an hour early today because we are I'm taking a drive to Kingston in a little bit right after this, and we are going to keep it short today. So we are going to keep it at an hour. So at 12 o'clock Jamaica time, we are hard out. We got to be disciplined today, everyone. Sorry about that. We got to stick to the schedule. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on, Dale? Good afternoon. Happy Sunday to you as well. Shayna, love coaching. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. And yes, please listen to Shayna. She says, hit the like button on your way in. Always helps. And Shayna says, I was planning to attend P&V this month as a birthday gift for myself. There's a few things on my plate to not attend. However, I'll attend the next experience they will have in 2024. Awesome. That would be amazing. That would be amazing if you went. I know Ayana and the team would love to have you. Would love to have you all. You join them, and I think that would be perfect. Let's go to the top here. Jan says, hello, Throp. Hope your family and friends in NYC are okay. Yeah, crazy times. I don't know if you heard, they like 2 days ago, they had just crazy flooding. And if you take public transportation, it was like almost, it was unusable. It actually got shut down in Brooklyn. My aunt lives in Brooklyn and commutes to the city, and she says it was like an absolute nightmare. But thank you for asking, Jen. Yeah, everybody was okay. Appreciate that. Charlene Smith says, hello, Throp and Throppers. Hello to you, Charlene. Thank you for joining. Hi, Cherie. Good to see you. Cleo Johns, good day to you. Chiming in from London across the pond. Amazing. MDL says, hi, Throp and Throppers. Chiming in from beautiful and sunny Washington, D.C. area. Oh, nice. Happy to hear you have a nice fall day over there. Everton Edwards, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Kingston 16 says, bless up yourself from California. Awesome. Joy Turner says, happy Sunday. Sorry I missed meeting you in mid-September. You were off island, and then I had the flu. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear about that. I would presume you are feeling much better, but hopefully next time you come in, we can link up and say hello to each other. Corey MPA says, good afternoon all from Florida. Good to see you, Corey. Gregory says, hello. Happy Sunday from Gregory from Netherlands. Phil, what's going on? Bula Wellington says, happy Sunday, everyone. Good to see you. Nacho Yard says, Wagwan in Boston. Awesome. Camille says, hello, hey, everyone. Still in Point St. Lucie, Florida. Okay, cool. Cool. Jan says, Shirella in commercial, very nice, tranquil and soothing. Thank you very much. And it's a really great spot. You know, I'm not just like everybody or every company hotel that I'm working with, like these are like my personal sign-offs. I'm actually doing a video on and this is also ties into these commercials that we're doing. I'm also doing a video on my top 5, kind of giving away the soup here, so to speak, but that's fine. We're all family here, right? So we're doing a video on top 5 restaurants in Negril, and not any particular order, but these are like my 5 go-to restaurants, and we've been filming at these different locations, and Shirella is definitely one of them. And it's really great service, like very family vibe, but the food is also excellent. And so I definitely recommend you all checking them out. And then the video was supposed to release yesterday. So we did a video interview with Mr. Grizzle. Very fascinating interview on his perspective on Negril, where we are, but just also in Jamaica as well. Mr. Grizzle is an extremely wise person. As you saw, he is the founder, owner of Shirella Inn, and just incredible insight he gives in this interview. So I'm going to figure out which day we're going to release that, but it's complete, sitting on a shelf. And it'll be probably that sometime this week. But excited to release that. But yeah, Shirella, good spot. Leon says, Throp blessings, King. Happy Sunday. I hope it's an amazing start to a week filled with nostalgia, laughter, joy, and happiness. Have a blessed week at YouTube Con. Take a deep breath, center yourself. Appreciate you, man. Really thank you for that. Very kind words. Thank you. Miguel says, happy Sunday from cold and miserable London. Sorry to hear that, Miguel. Very sorry to hear that. Anil Wellington says, hey, everyone. Hey, Throp. O'Neill here watching from Toronto. Good to see you, O'Neill. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Carly Soul, hey Throp, hope all has been well. Yes, thank you for asking. Andrew Max says happy Sunday in Botswana. Awesome, awesome. Hope you're having a good time over there. Hope everything is well there. Hello, Melissa. Appreciate your hard work to always show up for this amazing community. Bravo to you. Thank you very much, Melissa. Appreciate you. Yeah, Newton says Throp at Throppers. May this Sunday bring all the good things to your life. May you all have a fantastic weekend. Happy Sunday to you, Throppers. Sending you all some sunshine and positivity. Bless up. Thank you, Leon. I'm sure all the Throppers appreciate those kind words. Monty Anderson says, hi there, hanging out in the beautiful weather here in Louisville, Kentucky, not Negril. Nice, but nice day here today. All right, I've only been there once, and that was for that show I did last year, which was fun, to say the least. Let's see where we're going here. Okay, let's talk about I'm gonna hopefully I can share my screen, because this is kind of no, I guess I can't. I was going to talk about the Negril. Oh yeah, I can. The Negril Chamber of Commerce had a fundraiser last night, and I'm trying to see if I can share this program, but it's not letting me. I just want to share some pictures with you. They call it the summer soiree. Oh, I can. Summer soiree. And so I'm just going to do it in Lightroom. So sorry, it's not edited, but you'll get the idea. So this is so if you would imagine, let me see if I can, at least you can not see me scroll here. So essentially it was a fundraiser for the Negril Chamber of Commerce, and it was in aid of just the Chamber of Commerce just does so much for the community in general. And there was basically, I won't say all the hotels, but many hotels around Negril came together. They set up booths there and served different cuisines to everybody who came. And it was a sold out event. You couldn't buy tickets at the door, as a matter of fact. And it was at Waves Beach. I want to show you let me see if I'm good enough to do this on the fly. But this is the Travelers booth, and I must say it was very popular. We not ran out of food, but everything was sold out, so to speak. We finished everything, which was great. And that's the Travelers team. These are all unedited. This is the Sandy Haven booth. And then they had like a bunch of these all around where people can go and take pictures, which was cool. And we had a DJ there. It was really, really nicely set up. We got some staple Negrillian, so to speak. So yeah, so me and Ramon, my video guy, he did video, and I did the photo. So this is why I have all these photos. Leon is asking where Waves Beach is, so I can do that. I do not shy away from pulling up a map. Basically right up the beach from Travelers. Is it a mile? I don't think it's a mile. And maybe it's probably just about a mile. Yeah, it's just a mile up from Travelers. Let me share that with you. Can I share two screens? Let's see. So this is Travelers here. This is obviously Negril, westernmost part of Jamaica. Just for anybody who may not know that, can see that. And then Negril is over here in the west. And then Travelers is here. And then Waves is, let's see if we can find it. This before Blue Skies. Run. Oh, wait. No, it's not. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is Wave. So essentially, it's a large open lot, but actually now it has like these different, I don't know, areas to kind of hang out at, and it's pretty nice. So a lot of like these promoted parties. So Dream Weekend has had parties there before, and I believe Different Strokes was there, which is the old school party that I was talking about a few live streams ago. And so this is Waves. And I'm trying to bring up the drone footage I took from last night, but let's see if I can be skilled enough to point that out. Okay, I can do that. Okay, I can do that. So, all right, take this picture in your head of this aerial shot from Google Maps here, Waves Beach. And I know this is really ghetto, but you'll just trying to give you a good some good perspective. And yeah, good eye there. Wasn't that where the donkey race was? That's correct. That's where the donkey race is held every year. For those that don't know what the donkey race is, it's a annual fundraiser put on by the Negril Rotary Club, and is exactly what it is. They race donkeys to raise money for the Negril Rotary Club. But it's like one of the it's for sure, I would say the biggest family day in Negril, because it's all about kids and family coming out, and they have, yes, Andrew Mack donkey race, yes, and it's a lot of. I think, did I post a video about that? I feel like I did, or at least I did a video for them, documented it for them, and gave it to them. So there's like bounce-abouts, merry-go-rounds, Ferris wheels, and then these rides are actually they're manually powered, so that also makes them interesting and fun. But it's just cool to see, and it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of food, like a lot of food booths, like there was last night as well. So let's see if I can get the aerial view from last night, and that will kind of give you some perspective. If I can find it. Okay, there we go. Like I said, this wasn't planned, so it's not super smooth, but you'll get the idea. So this is the aerial view. Let's start that again, and then I'll try to find another one. Okay, it's only playing that one. Clearly, I'm not that good at this. I'll just do a couple more. Like, this is the entrance, and these were. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but like upon entering, essentially, that's where like the food, the main, I wouldn't say the main food booths, but actually, yeah, this is where all the food booths were. So when you first came in, and then you could, like, they had like a Negril soiree banner up that you can take a picture in front of, and then on the far end, let's see if we can go closer. On the far end, you had this was Margaritaville on the left, CPJ in the middle, and then Select Brands on the right. And then on your far upper left part of the screen, they had this like chill loungy area, so that was pretty cool. And then to the far left, with these, I guess, these warm lights on the left, like there were all these different benches that you could sit down and have your food. And this is the main stage, like smack dab in the middle there. And yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Let me see if I can get you a larger not larger, but a further away view. Okay, got one. All right. There we go. So this is from the ocean, from the sea, I guess. And then like on the top of your screen, that's Norman Manley Boulevard. And then also, I don't know what car company that was there, but they were like in the middle there. I'm gonna see if I could find one. Like you could go and like sit in the cars. Just making sure my keyboard isn't gonna die. That would not be good. Yeah, let's see if I could find that for you. Yeah, but anyway, like there were cars that you could just go in, and I doubt you could test drive them because I don't know where you're gonna drive them drive them to. But a lot of good I think a lot of good exposure for these businesses, and a lot of like super sponsored up. And I know one of the main sponsors was Jam West, like super, I think, very super forward thinking, community oriented company. Those are the cars there in the middle. I forget what kind of cars they were. I saw an Audi. But yeah, they did an excellent job last night. Let's get back to the pictures real quick. Oh, sorry. Where are the pictures? Okay, Lightroom. I start seeing some questions come in here. Let me switch up some of these pictures. So that was a Margaritaville booth right there. So that seems like that picture is loading. Let me hop to the questions real quick. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Spittle? Good to see you. We used to work with Mr. Howard Spittle. So good to hear you, Winthrop, and all the sterling work you do for Jamaica. Thank you, Mr. Spittle. Appreciate you. Andrew Blake says, hi, Throp and family. Paulette Nelson says, good morning, Throp. Happy Sunday here in Vancouver, Canada. Nice to have you. Let's see. Leon says that aerial shot looks amazing. Drone Vibes Jamaica by Throp Media Limited. That's right. You already know. Leon says what was set up done by local Negril events, light and grip companies. Was the setup done? I think this was done by Jam West, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what I heard on the mic. So yeah, local company. It was yeah, I thought it was really impressive, like very professionally done, and I know a lot of hard work went into it as well. Jan says soiree looks like it was fun. Nice aerial view. Thank you very much. All right, let's keep going. I hope people don't mind being exposed on the live stream here, but everybody knew I was taking pictures, and I asked everybody if it was cool to take pictures of them, so it should be good. That's Nixon Hines. He's actually the business banker at NCB Negril. That's my guy right there, and his partner. And this is the CPJ booth that we're hanging out for a bit. So on the left is Debbie Lightheart. So she does Negril Spay Neuter Clinic, like amazing person obviously very much loves animals, and she's just a huge asset for Negril in a big way. And if you've been here pretty much to any property in Negril, you know there are cats on properties. And she does she comes in, and in the spay neuter clinic that she does, she like collects the cats in these traps. She works with the hotels, does a spay and neuter at the clinic up the road on Long Bay, so it's on the beach road. And then they bring the cats back to the properties. And the idea behind that is cats are what do you call it, territorial, and so you don't, in order not to build up the cat population on a particular property, that's what they do. So she's huge asset to Negril. So that's Debbie. That's my friend Felicia and Riley. Felicia on the left and Riley on the right. So Felicia, she designed my studio here at the Throp studio, and we also sat down and we did a podcast. So that's actually coming out hopefully next month. I'm going to stop making promises. So she's also a realtor, and she's based in Montego Bay, and we talked about some of the properties that are under her portfolio. And then Riley is who I just met last night. She is a veterinarian, and I connected her and Debbie Lightheart, and hopefully they're going to be doing some work together. So they both seemed excited, and that was cool to make that connection. And yeah, all for the greater good of Negril and for Jamaica. Moving on, this is the Select Brands booth. Bartender bartending it up. These are the cars I was talking about earlier. Like I said, I remember an Audi, but that's about it. Yeah, I don't know what you call those guys, those stilts guys. Nice couple of family photos, different people. I don't know everybody. I was just taking. I'll point out the people who I do know, but I was just taking random pictures of people who wanted their picture taken. The Sleep Tight. The name of the realtor, that's Felicia Headley. That's the name of the realtor. I'm just kind of going through here. It was fun. It was like a real fun night. Trying to give you guys the vibe of what it was like. This is hold on. This is the Skylark Miss Lily's booth. I wish I could say I had a chance to try out all the food in all these areas, but I didn't. This is the Drifters Bar booth. So this is Luddy Sam's. I wish I could play the song he sang yesterday, but we would get demonetized. He sang a bunch of songs. So Luddy Sam's, he is a former drifter, and the name of his bar in Negril here is called the Drifters Bar, and they do live music, I believe 3 times a week, and Sunday is one of their main days. That's the only day I think I've able to do it, and it's during the day. I think it's a great asset to Negril from an entertainment standpoint, and he gets on stage and he sings like all these oldie songs, which is probably one of my favorite genres of music in the 50s and 60s coming up, and performed really well last night, as he usually does. This is, I don't know. I feel like this is the Hedonism booth. I'm almost certain this is the Hedonism booth. Yeah. Crazy Moon last night. I thought it was really awesome. So, of course, the police were there. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you guys. You don't need to see me. Yep, of course. The police was there. Some more random photos. Everybody, you guys know who this is on the left. That's right, Misty Memphis, hanging out, enjoying herself. I kept shooting the moon. I thought this was a cool picture as well. All right, let's keep rolling here. It's Roberta, Negril OG. And then this was the Havana cigars. And they have cigars made here as well. This was cool. And I got a cigar to take home with me. These are the owners of the business. Let me see if we can get their logo. I know I got their logo. We'll get to it in a second. But very nice couple. More moonshots. I thought that was cool. Sorry, these aren't edited, but this is Mrs. Gail Jackson Brooks. She is the owner of Negril Treehouse. Many of you may know her. We'll get these fixed up. This was, let's see, this is the Shirella Inn booth. They had some very nice desserts there, which I did not partake in. Protecting and serving. You guys know Irija. She was on. We did a podcast, man, over a year ago for sure. So Irija moved from Brooklyn in 2018. That's her mother on the right of your screen, and just really interesting story. She really came to be and help her grandmother who's in Kingston, and beautiful family, very, very nice. She also volunteered at Throp X last year, which I really, really appreciated, and definitely going to tap her again this year because we're going to need the help. Which reminds me, we need volunteers for Throp X. Let me put that in. Let me put my picture up. We need volunteers for Throp X. So if you are, anybody who would like to volunteer, please let me know. And it's fun. I think everybody last year had a good time, and then they also gave them an opportunity to go to different panel discussions as well that they were interested in. So we did like a rotation. So if like there was somebody who is interested in banking or somebody who's interested in investing in the Jamaican stock market and was wondering how to do that, then one volunteer would exchange with the other to participate. So if you would like to volunteer for Throp X, so Throp X is from November 13th to November 17th, or if you know anybody that might be interested, please let me know. I would be more than happy to see if we can make that happen. And on your left there, that's Mr. Richard Wallace. So he's the former president of the Negril Chamber of Commerce, and he's also the owner of Boardwalk Village and Boardwalk Plaza. So you all know Matthew Wallace. So that's Matthew's dad. So those are the Wallaces. This is Ian Hewen from Travelers. If you stayed here at Travelers, you'd probably know Ian. He's probably helped you out once or twice. So he's hanging out, representing Travelers. Who else? This is Katie. So Katie is I don't know the right term, but she's a masseuse, and she's one of my favorite masseuses. I'm actually doing, if you saw on Instagram, I'm doing like a massage series, basically highlighting I think Negril had, like, one of the best things about Negril that is just so underrated is the amazing spas that we have here, and the amazing just access to world-class masseuses and world-class spas. Like even a Rock House, for example, they were the #1 spa in the Caribbean, I believe, for multiple years, and it's like right here on our doorsteps in Negril, and I don't think that's highlighted enough. And so like you have that caliber of amenities here as a community, and then you have standalone businesses like Katie, and she's a freelancer, so to speak, and just excellent from an athlete's perspective, and her knowledge about the body and everything like that is just on point. One of the absolute best that I've ever had. So she's also part of my spa series that I'm that I'm putting together. That's one of my friends, longtime traveler supporter as well. Okay, sorry. This is the cigar. Taste of Cuba, fine Cuban seed cigars. So this is their business. This is what I was talking about with the couple earlier. Let's see if I can get back to them. Great business. All right, here we go. So yeah, and they're a local business here. The Taste of Cuba, fine Cuban seed cigars, and this is them again. Okay, glad I was able to correct that. And that's Mr. Grizzle again, who you just saw. And that's Michael Russell on the left. He is one of the owners of White Sands, Negril, another small hotel right up the road. That's my friend Kenroy and his family, beautiful family. That's my boy Pete. Used to play ball with him all the time. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get a clearer picture here. These ones are a little okay. There we go. This was one of my dad's physical therapists. Definitely blanking on her name. I hope she doesn't see this. I hope she doesn't see this. But yeah, great physical therapist. Again, another asset to Negril to have this sort of this sort of service available. And she does home calls, so she was going to my dad's house to see him and to help him recuperate for his post surgery. I don't know who this is, but he's a bartender at the main bar. And we got Rock House crew in the building, and just taking some photos of them. We got Rob. So Rob is from Negril.com, he's the owner of it, but then he's also he runs it. He runs it. Like, so if you know Negril.com and the forum and how popular that is, he's the man behind it. And this is Travelers. This is our booth. Sorry, it's so dark, but you kind of get the idea. And I did those videos. Happy to say. Crew holding it down. Police in full effect. What else we got here? Then we got our MP, Moreland Wilson. He was there hanging out, having a good time. And I think that's about it. And that's me. I wanted a moonshot, so I got a moonshot. It's my friend Sharika. She's a manager over at Couple Swept Away. She's gym manager at Couple Swept Away. And I think Couple Swept Away is like another amazing asset to Negril. I don't know how many acres of property is, but probably one of the best gyms that I've ever been to in my entire life, because it has like a junior Olympic pool, I think like 4 or 6 tennis courses, squash, racquetball, the spa in the same area. Then you have a sauna, steam room, lockers, full weight room with all the weights you can probably think of, spin class. Great asset. I'm gonna actually be doing a series on gyms in Negril. Again, I think it's one of like an underrated aspect of the grill is the different types of gyms that we have here. Lot of like all inclusive have their gym, but there's a lot of gyms that you can go to. Like, so it's Couple Swept Away is an all inclusive hotel, but they have gym. Their gym is accessible for a daily, weekly, or monthly fee. You can go there and have access to all their assets and all their amenities at the gym. So usually when I'm on injury protocol, like I was a couple of months ago, I'll get a membership for a month or two. I got it for 2 months last time, just to help me rehab, just because like everything is there in one area. So I can get on the bike, I can do weights, I can hop in the pool, I can do sauna, like all part of my active recovery of coming back. So I think it's again a great asset to Negril, and I just want to be able to highlight all of these assets and amenities to the community on my platform as much as possible. Because the idea is like I want to have like just give people like a holistic view and a holistic understanding of what we do have to offer here. So yeah, those are that was last night. That was a summer soiree, even though it was in the fall. But it was fun. It's usually in July, as a matter of fact. So we moved it a little out. I can't even say we. That's the Chamber of Commerce moved it out a little bit. Mr. Southside, what's going on? Says, thank you for the donation. By the way, what is the name of the gym? That is Couple Swept Away. So that is I'll show you where it is, as a matter of fact. So it's just it's almost like right in the middle of the strip here. Oh, let me show you. Okay. So zooming out a little bit. So we're just going a little bit north. So we were over at Wave, so we're going a little bit north here. Wait, too north. So this is it right here. So this is this whole property is Couple Swept Away, and then of course the street across the street on the beach side. Beautiful property, beautiful rooms, everything. And across the street on the morass side, this is the Great Morass here. We have the gym. So obviously more than 4 tennis courts. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tennis courts, basketball court. Not sure what's over here. This is the pool, the junior. Sorry about that. The junior sized Olympic pool. It's quite a big facility, and then they have a half a mile jogging path. I've actually never done it. I should one of these days. Yeah, I've actually never ran or walked that path because I like to run on the boulevard here. We have like 2 miles of running, walking path, bike riding path. But yeah, this is it. Couple Swept Away. I think it's great. Huge asset. Huge asset to Negril. Take that down. Come back up. Channel Coaching asks, do you have to be a guest to utilize the gym or not? Nah, you don't have to be. I think if you're a guest there, I'm almost certain if you're a guest there, you have automatic access to it, but you do not have to be a guest. You can pay a daily rate, a weekly rate, or a monthly rate if you'd like. So I know a lot of people who are perhaps staying at a hotel that doesn't have a gym and will like access to it. You can go there. I know I've heard in the past, like professional athletes who are not staying at that hotel will go there to train because it's really that nice. It's really that nice, and I think it's awesome. And then yeah, if you want to get a massage or whatever, you're right there. Like you can literally probably spend the whole day there if you're like a I don't know, if you're like a professional athlete, right? You can just get all what you need to get done there, and exert yourself, like get your body. I was gonna say break down your body, but I guess that's what it is. You break down your body, and then you can also build it back up while you're there, all in one go. You're welcome, Shannon. No problem. You are welcome, Mr. Southside. Let me go back up a little bit. Jan says preference was to attend Throp X in person plus volunteer. Now that you've asked, but doing second best by attending virtually. If I know of anyone who wants to volunteer, we'll pass on the info. Thank you very much. Would appreciate that. All right, let's hop back up to some comments here. Shane Love Coaching says, very cool shots and excellent photos. I like how you capture the candidness. Thank you very much, Shane. I appreciate it. Leon Newton says, Throp, please introduce us to the Lady Expat Retiree Diaspora Connect. You often alluded to doing big things in the Negril business sphere. You mentioned she found a second life giving back to the community. Are you talking about Misty, Leon? I just want to be clear. I just want to make sure that's right. Leon says I should volunteer, but Kenya's calling. I remember you saying you were going. The mission trip is from November 8th to 19th. Man, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be life changing. You gotta do that. Can't blame you. What's going on, Mark? Mark says greetings, Throp family, hailing from New York, missing my homeland, Jamaica. Got to make that shift. Definitely. Sleep tight says love Misty. Yeah, Misty is awesome. Andrew says, I see more stray dogs in Ochi than cats. Yeah, we got stray dogs here in Negril on the beach. You know, I was also noticing the other day, obviously, like I run quite a bit. And I could tell you, and I feel like crediting Debbie Lightheart with this. When I first started running, and maybe even up to like 3 or 4 years ago, there were just like a lot of dogs, aggressive dogs on the road. And especially, you know, running on the road in the dark before the sun comes up. You know, the dogs are just so crazy. Like used to be so crazy. And yeah, you just like as you're approaching them, you're like, man, am I gonna have to fight off this dog, or am I gonna have to try to outrun this dog? And which I've had to like multiple times on my runs. And even on the beach, like I literally like, and I love dogs, but like I had to like run kick a dog while this thing was like chasing and trying to snap at me. And the dog was fine. This was like many years ago on the beach, and it was totally fine. But I can tell you, like, the aggressiveness of the dogs is like almost still there in a little bit, but like it's almost non-existent. Like now, like the dogs are just so much calmer. And I like almost don't worry about that anymore as a runner. And like as a runner, like like if you're training, at some point you're gonna get chased. Like, it does not just about Jamaica or Negril. Like there's some point like you're gonna get chased by a dog or something. You know, it's just part of the game. And but it used to just happen here in my training just more often than not. And now it's like not the case, but I think it has a lot to do with the work that Debbie Lightheart and her team has been doing over the years and just being so consistent. I was just thinking about it on the run the other day. It's like, man, these dogs are not chasing me. These dogs are not barking at me and coming after me anymore. So this is an interesting observation that I thought I'd share, especially as we talk about what she's bringing to the table with her spay and neuter clinic. Right, Shane is signing off. Enjoy. Thanks for joining, Shane. I appreciate you. All right. Okay. That's all we have for the summer soiree. I believe I'm almost certain. I hope we're having we usually have a Christmas Negril Chamber of Commerce, like Christmas, New Year's dinner, but haven't heard anything on that. We'll see. I'll do the same thing if we do. Leon, you're talking about Missy. There's Missy and Misty. So I'm going to assume you're talking about Misty, Leon. And so Misty is the founder of Capital of Casual, and so she's a very big networker and facilitator of supporting businesses, locally owned businesses here in Negril. And she does great work in the community. She does like small fundraisers as well, and solicits like she does back to school drive and solicits people who are coming from America or wherever, or anywhere in the world, like to bring down a tablet or book bag, school supplies or whatever to be donated. And she's done a great job over the years in bringing people together. So that's Misty and what she does. And we have a podcast coming out, another piece of content that's on the shelf that we will get out shortly. We'll get out soon. All right. Andrew Max says, I was bitten by a stray dog as a kid. Ever since, I've been scared of dogs. Yeah, I got one of those stories too, but we're not going to tell that right now. But I've overcome that fear, and I absolutely love dogs. But that trauma is real. I hear you on that, Andrew. Leon Newton says, Throp, Negril dogs just checking your stamina is their contribution to your training. Man, I could be okay with that, man. I could be okay with that. That's like one of those things. Like when you're running, you're trying to keep your heart rate low. Like that's the whole point of just like conditioning yourself to maintain a low heart rate while continuing at a certain pace. And these dogs do not help at all. This Perfectly Imperfect says, "Oh my God, that's my fear." Yeah. Well, like I said, it almost does not happen anymore. Like before, it was like, if not every run, like every other run, like that's how frequent. Like I'd either be chased or a dog would come after you, and like I bark back. That's like my thing. I'm not saying that works for everybody, but I bark back at them, and then they kind of leave me alone for the most part. Shardine says, my wife and I were on the fence about moving back after our 16-year-old finished high school and college. Your channels help us with our decision. Awesome. I'm happy to hear that, Shardine. And hopefully you're using the resources that we have available on the channel to further help your journey along. Andrew Blake says, I remember your podcast with Misty. Yeah, that was good. That was like, I think that was like number 2 or something like that. And it did really well. Julia for Justice says, don't forget to hit the like button, please. Helps out a lot. Miss Perfectly Imperfect says, do you think the rise in dengue fever cases will hurt tourism? I'm considering a trip early next year, but we have some doubts because of dengue. I mean, I guess, I mean, like we've had like, what we had? Dengue, Zika, chikungunya, and I think like the chikungunya, from what I heard, it was like in terms of like how it made people feel, like it was like terrible, like it made your bones hurt kind of thing. Dengue, I like when it comes to this stuff, like I always tell people, like just make the best decision for your particular situation and your health concerns. I think everybody's going to be different. For me, I don't have a choice. I live here, so I'm not, and there's like really like a lot of steps like different communities and areas can do to prevent or at least lower the mosquito population. Fogging is one of them, because I remember when, I think it was during the chikungunya, I feel like it was chikungunya and Zika, either back to back or it was like simultaneous in terms of like there being like high cases. And yeah, they were fogging like crazy. And I know we took that very seriously as a community. And then also any stagnant water. It was just like a huge education push on what can be done to mitigate against just mosquito breeding and bringing down the population. But I think that is perfectly imperfect. I think that's a huge individual decision to make as far as like your concerns and your health. But again, I think the communities are going to be doing different things, and you can do different things to protect yourself with off and covering up and not going to mosquito-prone areas. Let's just think of like one of the worst cases. I went to I forget the name of the falls. I did a video on it. It was like a cave tour and waterfall tour. This was basically in the middle of COVID, and I've never been. It was like in the middle of the jungle kind of thing. Like literally, we had a walk through, and I didn't know what it was going to be like. I didn't even have a shirt on, and I was just walking through. I think I might have even been barefoot, and it was I got torn up like crazy, no off, no nothing, and that was like one of the most miserable experiences of my life. So you don't want to go in places like that, is what I'm trying to say. Jan says, Throp, the way you describe certain encounters is hilarious. Today, dog story, and the one in South Africa about the baboon. Couldn't stop laughing. These are all real life experiences that were not funny in the situation and in living it, but it's funny to look back and be able to laugh about it, because otherwise, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be here, but just happy it turned out the way that it did. Yeah, you got to bark back, Julia. Like that's the only way. You have to bark back, because like you got to show them that you're not scared of them. Just like with the baboon, we had to throw rocks. Or even says, way too early stream. Yeah, we're about to get out of here. We are at 12 o'clock on the dot. I'm about to actually say goodbye here. Miss Perfect and Perfect says, picturing you barking at dogs. Roof. Yeah. That's just like instinctually, like it just comes out. But yeah, sorry we have to end the stream early today. I have quite the schedule for the next 2 weeks. So we'll be streaming on so there will be, I guess, quick announcements as we close out. So there won't be a live stream on Thursday this week. I'm going to be at the YouTube conference. There won't be a live stream on Sunday either. We'll be in Mexico shooting content for Paradise and the Vibe. But the newsletters will be coming out. The team has been prepared, or we've been preparing as a team for my absence, and both myself and Candice traveling for an extended period of time. So that information will be getting out on a regular basis. But we're going to be streaming from the YouTube conference. But again, that's going to be Patreon and channel members only. And it's just different. It's just not Jamaica related content. So I'm just mindful of that. And but if you want to see that behind the scene documentation, I guess, of the YouTube conference, and maybe even Mexico, as a matter of fact, you can become a Patreon or become a channel member and see that Candice is going to be coming on as well. She doesn't even know, but I'm just letting her know now. She's watching. We're going to be doing some podcasts and some recaps of the YouTube conference that we're going to be attending. So we won't be going live for the next couple of weeks, unfortunately, but I'll definitely throw up some pictures in the community page, so we just stay in touch. And then if you're not on the mailing list, you can join the mailing list at thropx.com, and you can get the updated newsletters and kind of keep in touch with what I'll be doing, or what I'll be, I guess, be involved with while I'm away. All right. Seeing some last minute comments. Clary T, good to see you in the States. Yeah, definitely come on as a member, and you can get those behind the scenes activities that we'll be doing. Jan says, thanks, Throp. Safe travel to you and Candice. Enjoy the YouTube conference in Paradise and Vibe. Blessings. Thank you very much. Thank you. And we are going to end it there. And yeah, we're going to show the Throp X trailer on the closeout. And if you haven't subscribed already, again, there are people who are not subscribed. Make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with all the fun things that we're doing. Wishing you all a great week. We'll stay in touch on the interwebs, mostly probably on the community page more than anything else. And for you Patreons and channel members, I will see you on the live streams that we'll be doing later this week, live from Vid Summit in Texas. See you guys later. Enjoy.
Hey.
There's been so much interest in the economic boom that's been happening in Jamaica, both on the investment side and also as a place to move to. Let me tell you about a conference that might help you with this stuff. Throp X is a 5-day Jamaica investment conference that takes place from November 13th to November 17th at the beautiful Travelers Beach Resort in Negril, Jamaica. This includes 2 full days of expert panel presentations on all aspects of moving to and investing in Jamaica. This includes the brightest minds in the Jamaican real estate market, certified financial advisors from the most prestigious financial groups in Jamaica, banking professionals from the most esteemed banking institutions in Jamaica, among others. If you are thinking about moving to Jamaica, this conference is the perfect opportunity to have direct access to not only individuals who have achieved your dream of moving to Jamaica, but you'll also be among like-minded conference goers who are also trying to move to Jamaica. In addition, there will be 1 full day dedicated to touring both residential and commercial real estate for sale in the greater Negril area to give you a tangible idea of the real estate landscape in Jamaica. There will be exclusive properties for sale on this tour that you will not find listed anywhere else. If you are even remotely considering moving to or investing in Jamaica, this is the conference for you. This is the best way to dip your toe in the water of figuring out whether Jamaica is the right place for you to invest and to live. For more information, please visit thropx.com and join our mailing list. I look forward to seeing you in November.